Okay, our second topic for this episode ay dalawa po, ano? It's the one is the very exciting social media wars. But we'll start with the equally exciting but less prominent issue of the educational wars. No? Itong mga nangyayari sa educational system natin. At kasama natin ang isang kasama kong matagal na dito sa mga krusada, but he has focused on education in the past up to today. But he has some additional crusades these days, which is in social media. Pero magsisimula po tayo sa education. And the reason why I invited him, there were other teacher or faculty members of the PNU, Philippine Normal University, who got in touch with us and wanted to express their sentiment on the issue of Licuanan and others. But instead, I had Oliver here, Felix, who was a guest in our shows once or twice before, 6-7 years ago.
7 years ago, August 2010.
You remember it that well. Anong pinag-usapan natin noon? Was it the election?
Hindi, it wasn't the election. August na at that time.
Tapos na nga.
Katatapos lang ng election.
Katatapos ng election.
Hindi pa nagkakapatayan sa Luneta noon. I don't know if I think it has got to do with the electricity at that time.
Also, okay. And we were with Lawrence Xiao in one episode.
Yes, and it was not at this studio yet.
It was an older studio. Mabuti hindi ka nawala today.
Hindi naman.
Tinext ko naman sa iyong address.
Oo.
Okay, so tell us about your crusades, your struggles, your assaults against the windmill in education. The one I remember was your expose of President Tayabas of, was it PLM? PLM, President Tayabas, who's also my friend. But they had this diploma mill case and so on. Please, go back a little to the past.
A little into the past. So we were still regularly getting in touch then. So that was around 2010 na yan. So it all started, tahimik ang buhay ko dati. Sarap-sarap ng buhay ko dati. So, the pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila, then and until now, has diploma mill operations.
Until now?
Yes. So, meaning to say, they are offering courses of study and conferring degrees without the requisite, without complying with requisite regulations of the government. So, walang recognition yung program, walang rehistro. Kasi ang rule dyan, ang simple rule dyan, kapag public institution, automatic may recognition nila sa collegiate, Because, nasa enabling act mo, sa charter. So, kung ano yung wala sa charter mo, sa statute na nag-create sa'yo, yun, pupunta ka na sa regulatory body. So, PLM was able to do it for so long.
Do you recall some of the big names that went through the diploma mill? I'm trying to recall now. Hindi ko maalala.
You could credit that to to Hataw Publications, which they were the only ones to do that in 2010. Because to their credit,
so
I never saw them.
They
never. So you have an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, doctorate. Then yung mag-amang Atienza.
Yun. I remember that.
So master's doctorate, then ilan yung ron? Broadcast executives ng RPN9. Then you have an executive vice president of smart communication. So basically those are projects. Nakahuli niyan was then COA auditor Victoria Yumang. So even after she was already out of PLM, I continued to help her kung saan siya mapunta. So pati yung sa National Museum, kami tinulungan ko yan. Siya rin nakahuli kay Abad noon yung ninakaw sa National Museum.
Sinong Abad yan?
Si Butch.
Butch.
So
anong issue yung nahuli niya kay Butch Abad? Basically,
you have a board of trustees. This board of trustees has may sariling foundation na nakapangalan. Basically, they have contact with the appointing authorities. So, yun sila Ramon del Rosario ng PINMA.
Okay.
So, anong ginawa nila? Naglabas sila ng pera sa budget ng pera mismo ng National Museum. Ininvest sa stock market.
Ganyan.
O, di sa kanila pupunta ang tubo. Nung sinoli yung pera, pinasoli ni Auditor Yumang yung tubo, kaya galit na galit.
Mahusay si Auditor Yumang?
Yes. So, she's with ngayon? I think she's with the NLRC ngayon nakadestino.
NLRC, okay.
So, after siya mapunta ng DepEd Quezon City. Prior to DepEd Quezon City, dito sa, ano bang tawag rito? DepEd in the Manila and the National Museum. Kasi mga attached agencies yan eh. So doon na kami nagkakilala niyan. So sa PLM at that time, so I was able to prepare naman doon because the change in regime in PLM started in August 2007. Tayabas was booted out. But he had an escape plan. Then later ko na lang nalaman naman yan.
May escape plan, ha?
Oo. Because kung may kaso ka, paano ka nakakatanggap ng retirement benefits sa GSIS?
Okay.
Tapos wala kang nabigyan ka ng clearance ng
Maabilidad
ombudsman.
naman talaga si Dr. Tayabas.
Magaling. He's a literary genius.
Yes.
Kasi in 2011, nagpang-abot kami, hindi naman ako kilala personally niyan eh. Sa Sandigan Bayan na lang kami nagkita years later eh. Pang-abot kami niyan
Kumusta ang reception niya sa iyo? Okay naman. Sport naman yun eh.
Oo, sport na. Nagpang-abot kami sa book sale sa Walter Mart sa Muñoz.
Also,
Titingnan kong ganyan. Dito, hindi naman kayo magkakilala eh. Kita kong paano humawak ng libro. Yung taste nandun pa rin. Nagko-quote pa ng verse sa Bible yun eh. Pero hindi ko pa narinig. But I already saw his Actually, yung mga hindi nakita ni Auditor Yumang, ako na nakahanap nun by 2010. Because at that time, buhay pa yung original complainant, Dr. Esther Jimenez, the University Guidance Director. I already sought out his permission. Sabi ko, ma'am, it has come to my knowledge, cognizance, that you were the original complainant. Aksidente lang naman yung pagkakaano ko ng mga ebidensya substantiating here. Humihingi ako ng paalam sa inyo. That was December 19, 2009. Maari ko hubang mahingi yung kopya, so I will make supplemental pleadings. Kasi ang nangyari niya, nung paalisin ni Adel Tamano yung diploma mill sa loob ng, isa lang naman yun sa loob ng PLM, lumipat ng Bulacan State University. As it so happened, the administrative heads ng Bulacan State University sa PE, sila ang nag-confer ng bogus na masters. And you have that, nakakalat yun sa buong Pilipinas. So, in effect, what the first diploma mill of PLM in PE, ninakaw nila yung pangalan ng buwag na ahensya ng gobyerno, misrepresenting it as the same. However, they are not, hindi sila eskwelahan. Nagpa-SEC incorporation. However, kailangan ka mabuo munang eskwelahan to meet all the requirements before you could operate. Yun ang ngayon doon. However, that kaso nakapile in 2006. 2010, hindi gumagalaw yun. Doon ako nag-supplemental pleading. At ang magandang twist ng story yan, ang original na abogado, laban sa PLM din, was ang asawa ni Leila de Lima. Si Oscar Plari del Bohol. Kaya alam ko yung opisina noon, kaya nung nagpuputukan na yung balita 2013, tapos si Atty. Bohol, bait naman yung mga staff niya, hindi ko pa naman alam. Later na lang naman nalaman ko yung sa asawa niya. So hiningi ko yung dokumento, kaya yung itinakbo lahat ng kaso, alam ko. So later on, the only way for all those cases to prosper was isasakay mo yun sa sa katauhan ng isang pribadong mamamayan. Then you would have to comply with the the rules ng PD Civil Service Law, PD 807 as a private
The audience
individual.
may wonder about your background. Well, you have been teaching physical education basically.
I'm still a physical educator. So if you go through my room, the researches, the books, the notes, mostly sa PE naman yun. So it's just however, in my graduate thesis in the historical development of teacher training in physical education, I was forced by circumstances. Wala, mapag-aaralan naman pag in-establish yung educational system, paano in-establish ang COA, paano in-establish ang civil service, paano in-establish ang DepEd, yung buong evolution. So makikita mo ngayon doon, in certain periods, kailan nagbago yung trajectory ng policy ng gobyerno in terms dyan sa civil service eligibility.
So, but why your total commitment to pursuing these issues in education?
Because I know the truth. And this isn't,
maybe your heart really, you are at heart an educator, no?
Hindi, PE talaga. And I think the issues in education, Especially yan, are more important than the other social issues. Because kung patay ka, may sakit ka, you wouldn't be able to participate in nation building.
And then yung sakit ng education system.
Later na lang ako lumanding sa akin, wala akong kasong hinawakan, administrative, criminal, or civil, that I sought out or solicit. Dumating lahat sa akin.
Yeah, I don't want to use up all our time in education. We'll pursue more of this discussion. But just give me a gist of what you think is the status of our education system. Has it improved? Is it still improving? Or it's rotten? Where is it now? Public and private education, very briefly.
Compared to 30 years ago, still
We're
a downward spiral.
Bakit? What was good about 30 years ago and what is bad now?
Because of the laws, the statutes and regulations which change the structure, change the qualifications, change the policies, the programs.
And budgets also?
Also, hindi. In budget, madali sa budget na yan. Because such oversight and regulatory agencies, ang nag-head niyan, halimbawa, ang gumagawa ng curriculum mo sa DepEd, sino ba mga consultant dyan? Tapos pag tinignan mo yung mga assistant secretary, undersecretary, isa naman dyan, hindi nagturo eh. Hindi naman yan alam yung...
Ang daming issues. One of the issues that constantly come to my attention is PUP.
Yan ang jackpot. Kung gusto mo ng pera, siguraduhin mo dyan ka magiging presidente.
Yun ang nga talagang issue nung mga panauhin ko dito several times already. And they were hoping the Duterte administration would do something dramatic. Apparently, they're still waiting, no?
Yes, because to become president of PUP, ang raming bloke na kailangan mo.
Politika talaga.
Politika. Ngayon, ito sa statute, ito sa charter. That is the plum price. If you want to get a filter rich as soon as possible, take that and make sure you are in cahoots with COA. Kasi ang COA office dyan ilang beses na sinunog.
Okay. We'll talk about that, but we'll wrap up this short segment on the education system with a question about Tati Licuanan. What was the issue about Tati, aside from this travel abroad? There were other issues actually.
What happened in a span of less than 1 week is, Tati Licuanan was forced to resign.
Yes.
And then she even admitted, tinawagan siya ni Medaldea, pero yung ng weekend. Yung notice is Miyerkules pa lang. Lunes na in-announce, 15. Pagkagaling ko sa gym, doon ka nakita yung So, she resigned. Isa lang yung kaya niyang lusutan yung kaya niyang lusutan yung travels eh. Kayang magpalusot eh. Ang problema niya ito. She refused to administer the ombudsman order relieving the 4 PNU officials. Kasama yung presidente.
Okay.
That, as per the news that came out, ayaw pa rin ipakita sa atin. Alam ko na laman yan.
Yeah, so that was it. The public doesn't know that. They think it's a travels.
Yes.
Okay, that was one point. And second point, what is that issue about the 4 PNU officials?
Ganito, the decision on October 24, 2017, removing them from office. Tas got to do graft and corruption yun eh. Ito yan, anong connection ni Licuanan? Bakit nung dumating ng December 18 sa normal at natanggap naman niya ng December 15 yung decision, within 30 days hindi niya in-administer. Hindi sinabing after 30 mo ang effectivity, within 30. Kasi, dun sa COA, ayan yung COA basis ng adjudication, ayan liable siya eh. Sisiguraduhin niya ngayon na eto, hindi makakapag-pleading sa Court of Appeals na madadamay siya. Nasasabihin nila, siya nagsabi na kumuha kami ng advertisement. Siya pa yung nag-repair dito sa Makati ng opisina, which that was worth 1 million pesos. Now, nung nagkaipitan ng ganyan, etong Lunes, wala na. Pinablicize na ng ombudsman because nalaman din ng Malacanang, hindi niya in-administer. May nalimutan si Licuanan eh. Ito kasi, pati yung iba hindi pinag-aaralan yung revised administrative code. When there is an adjudication administrative, tinatanggal sa pwesto ang isang opisyal. May kopya ang Malacanang kapag may nominating appointing authority ang presidente. Kasi, he would have to fill that up.
Okay.
Dumating sa yung notice sa sa Malacanang. Ma'am, sir, wala pa ho kayong nominee na papalit para sa PNU.
What about the NGO they put up? What was that?
It was a foundation.
Foundation, na opisyales sila doon sa foundation.
Kung sino ang hierarchy ng Philippine Normal University,
Nandoon
President,
sa foundation.
Vice President, Deans. retired and current.
Oh, anong illegal doon sa foundation na yun kung ganyan? Conflict of interest, we know.
Oo, kasi ganito yan.
Oh.
Magsusulisit ang mga loko-loko ng ano.
Doon sa foundation?
Hindi, yung foundation, magsusulisit sa abroad o rito sa Pilipinas, ginagamit yung pangalan. Pero yung perang yun, hindi naman pumapasok sa
PNU. Maraming gimmick na ganyan.
Ano nga, natutunan ko rin yan. Yan ang pinag-aawayan ng mga yung mga TODA. Yan, yung authority to
organizations.
Because yung authority to seek donations. Yun ang gawain nila.
Okay, now let's move on to the other very interesting issue, the social media wars. Now, alam natin, yung media war against the American and Western-funded media, no? I have several images tulad ng Pentagon budget for social media. Ang laki niyan.
Meron.
Kaya akala ng mga tao, itong mga Dutertards ang tawag, na malakas sa media, ang laki ng pera ng Pentagon to subvert governments they do not like. I'll move on, no? And one of the biggest funders is a private NGO, Omidyar. Let's take a look at that. And it has been found out now, and actually I've been writing about it a long time ago, that itong nagpapondo sa mga PCIJ and so on, ano? In fact, ngayon, may tanong nga dito ngayon, does the CIA own Rappler? The others, media organizations here in the Philippines that are funded by all foreign funding, one is the Center for Media Freedom and Responsibility ni Melinda Quintos de Jesus, no? Self-righteous, almighty pontification on media, pero sila ay milyong-milyong dolyar ang nakukuha sa mga Amerikano. There is the PCIJ. In the early 20s, katatapos ng
established Newsbreak.
Yung siyang nagtayo ng Newsbreak, they helped topple President Estrada. I was the one who exposed that they received around 8 million pesos from USAID. USAID. And then Transparency International, isa pa yan. And nagdo-donate yan, halimbawa sa Vera Files, no? And there are other donors to Vera Files like National Endowment for Democracy and so on. Even Reporters Sans Frontiers, yung French media organization. So you'll see Vera Files, there are a lot of reports already. Although friend natin ang Vera Files, no? But we just want the truth to be out. Now, ako ay hanga doon sa mga vloggers na nakatulong sa itong short of a revolution, yung pagkapanalo ni Duterte. Si Sasrogando, RJ Nieto, Antonio Contreras, and yung kalaban nila na Jover Laureo, na ginawa ng Inquirer Man of the Year. Samantalang
Filipino of the Year.
Filipino of the Year. Samantalang yung mga ibang, halimbawa, yung mga SAF 44 and so on, wala namang karangalang binigay ang Inquirer. Pero ngayon, nakikita ko, nag-aaway sila Tony Contreras, RJ Nieto, and you had also a lot of commentaries about that sa Facebook, no?
But I have no alignment with either now.
But help me understand, bakit sila nag-aaway?
Ganito ang away yan. Ang original na, if you go through it, kasi sandali ko lang naman pinag-aralan yan So, basically, you're the March of Duterte to the office.
Of Malacanang.
It started in December 1, 2015.
2015.
Okay. Ako I predicted that. Every step in the way, I did all the calculations and I'm challenging them.
So, sabi mo, mananalo?
Niretrieve ko pa yung at ganito kung paano mananalo. Ako, I could do it ako noon. Kaya pinapaliwanag ko rin sa iba, pati rin sa mga DDS. Because I studied, political history. I studied political psychoanalysis. Tapos yung, pati yung sa mga polling science. Ayan. Kasi, at a certain point, either at a certain point of history of a nation or a social unit, mapupuno ang tao. That's what happened. Now, ang ginawa naman ni Duterte...
Napuno sa mga dilaw talaga.
Hindi. Pati buong sistema. Ang ginawa ni Duterte, if you will go back, and I'm always accurate in this, January 2015 pa lang, alam niya, gusto niya na mag-retire. But he sees things na ginawa, tinest drive na niya, naman nagliligid. Tinest drive yung mensahe. When the test drive niya, the mensahe works, ang kailangan na lang niya ng partido sa PDP laban. So they were able to do it. Now, ang ano niya na, director ng social media, di ba si Pompi Labinya?
Oo nga,
Yung humabol dun sa mga taga-SSS.
Mm,
Yan, ngayon. So, ang ginawa nila, how do you establish a political action committee for your movement to elect nang wala kayong pera eh. Then, rely on volunteerism. Pati ngayon kung paano ano yung pera nagagastusin kasi walang-wala talaga eh.
Yeah.
Ang original na volunteer dyan, si Mocha Uson.
Na si Mocha Uson.
Yan. Siyang original. Now, yung iba riyan, ang mga ano yan sila yung mga sumira kay Binay. Yung mga vloggers. Now, tapos meron para kay Robredo yan. Tapos may para kay Marojas. Because sa kanila, lumipat na sila kay Duygong nung tapos na yung eleksyon. Yung sigurado
yung iba,
na.
yung iba.
Sometimes yung mga yon.
Sino ang lumipat matapos
si RJ Nieto.
Si Nieto. Oh.
Si kay Robredo yan eh.
Ganyan
Kumanira
ba?
yan.
Okay.
Sila mga bata ni Cayetano yung iba riyan. Ayan, si RJ Nieto. Tapos saan kumukuha ng confidential data si RJ Nieto?
Sino?
Kaya na rin kay Cayetano.
Cayetano.
Ayan.
Okay.
Tapos halos lahat yan minumura si Bongbong Marcos ng 2015 pa lang. Ang dali lang naman pag-aralan yung
si Bongbong Marcos may social media.
Wala. Kaya nga may biro riyan sa Facebook eh. Nung wala nang ganyan, kaya kong manalo. Pero kung lumipat pa sa akin na ganyan. So, doon na ngayon nag-aawayan because yung dalawang major na vlogger, sinisiraan yung iba because gusto nila ma-corner yung market. Akala nila, it's already their time na hindi na kailangan ng political consultant kasi may maniobra sa maniobra sa...
Si Pompi Labinya ba, dinevelop itong mga vloggers na?
Coordinator lang. So, ito yung mensahe natin. Yung ganyan. And you could even ask him about... Now, ang minalas itong isa kasi salbahe. Etong si Salot na Bading eh.
Sino?
Si Alan Troy Rogando
si Sas Rogando.
Kailan ko lang nalaman sa kanila pala yung Alan Dale doon sa
saan?
Yung tahian yung sikat. Doon nagpapatahi yung mga PBA, mga uniforme.
Ganyan.
Sa kanila, sa kanila pala yun. Yun.
Pero ako, I'm very impressed with Sas Rogando. She can be very scholarly and erudite sa mga columns niya.
Ay, ang problema niya, eto ngayon, nagkabukuhan na. Alam ko, gagawin ni Contreras yun. Marunong din ako, kaya nagkausap kami ni Professor Contreras. Sabi ko, hindi ma-depend yung master's thesis.
Tapos may
social science lang yan. Pagkatapos, ang ginagawa niya, pag hindi mo gusto yung opinion, kasi may mga nagsabi sa akin, mga matatanda, mga lalaki pa, inaaway siya, tatawagan ka ng 10 oras ng gabi. Sabi,
sino tatawag?
Yun.
Si Sas? Ganyan.
Sabi, bastusan na ito. Ngayon, alam ko nang magkakamali sila, mga bakla. Nung dumating si Justin Trudeau, tapos kasi ako nagpagupit ako noon eh. Pag uwi ko ng bahay, nakita ko yung balita, lumanding na, pag landing ng Clark, dumiretso ng Tapos naalala ko, 2000 nga pala ngayon, 17. By-election year, malapit na. So alam ko na,
dumiretso ng Jollibee.
Alam ko na. Now, nung magkakaroon na ng hindi pa nagkakaroon ng fiasco with regards to...
Patapos ng oras natin eh. Anyway.
Sabi ko, wala. Sabi ko, hindi...
So, wala, may pinapanigan ka ba kay Tony Contreras, labang kay RJ Nieto? Wala, di ba?
Wala. May sarili akong isip. Kaya sabi ko naman hindi ko naman kailangan kahit sino.
Ako naman, natutuwa ka naman ako sa debate nila. Matatalino naman ang mga debate nila, di ba? At yung tagisan ng but sabi ko nga, they're just young people developing their perspectives.
May mga below their tier. Have contacted yung mga DDS. Tinatanong akong ganyan. Sabi ko, ano ba nagawa yun? Sabi ko, libang ko lang naman yung mag-aral, kakong ganyan. PE talaga ako, kakong ganyan. Sabi ko, ako wala akong problema, bilis kong lalo na sa fraud na ganyan. At saka nalaman ko nung hindi nagdemanda. Sabi ko, ang notarial services niyan, 300 pesos lang. Kasi 2 document yan eh. Subscribe and sworn for a criminal complaint. Subscribe and sworn pagkatapos yung verification.
Anyway, we'll not go into the legal nitty-gritty kasi wala na tayong oras, no? But let me say that I still admire these young people, baklaman o hindi, and nakakatulong sila sa yaman ng diskusyon sa bayan, At tuntua ako na laban sila sa dilaw. Yun, okay na sa akin eh.
Later na lumaban sa dilaw.
Okay. Well, anyway, so sa education and social media, I find your posts on Facebook very interesting. And you have any last advice for us from physical health and so on, or What's your priority?
Hindi, stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy,
Do you take any antibiotics or your own natural?
So, for 24 years, I haven't been taking any vitamin or mineral supplements. Though I am not opposed kasi alam ko yung logic dyan eh. If you have food allergies, then meron kang hindi makukuha ang sustansya, yes. I'm not opposed. Pero ako kasi nun,
we'll talk about health and physical education one day. We've run out of time. Maraming salamat.
Okay.
Felix or Oliver, now that you're back, we'll see you more often here. Okay, maraming salamat po and have a good weekend. And join us again sa Journey sa 9 a.m. Every Sunday, our first broadcast of Journeys, Chronicles of our Asian Century. And this week, napaka-interesting dahil we'll talk about Benham Rice and the truth about whether the Philippines really can go it alone or not in researches here in Benham Rice. Okay, maraming salamat po.